Bitcoin breaks $56,000, currently around 4% away from a new all-time high. Today, Bitcoin trading towards the tail end of a very important short-term move. Today, setting up to be a very important day for Bitcoin. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, turn the notification bells on for the very best Bitcoin technical analysis. Let's jump into the Bitcoin video. I mean, Bitcoin's hovering right now around $56,000. It's above, it's below, it's above, it's below. This is the hourly charts. The title, I just can't believe what Bitcoin's doing is true. It's crazy. Let's start here with a very quick clip from yesterday. But what's going to happen tonight? Can we get an explosive separation from that area as opposed to doing exactly what we did last time, which is trickling back in to the Fibonacci? We want to alter exactly what we did last time. And this is the chart. And last night's video, this was 12 hours ago. Last night's video is about Bitcoin doing that, repeating itself, doing the same thing over and over. We see just such harmony on the charts. We compare the short term to the zoomed out long-term charts, and we see the same exact harmony. We see Bitcoin interacting with the same exact resistance areas in such powerfully similar ways. So last night, we were kind of at this part of the move from the January move, meaning all-time high, went to a low, we're in this wedge, we get the breakout, we're seeing resistance here. You know the story if you watch that video. Same exact move, all-time high, swing low, breaking out to resistance. And so where we were last night comparatively was right around here. Bitcoin breaking that 786 line of the resistance back here in early February and trickling back down into resistance. Now, right after I uploaded the video, I mean like right after almost, Bitcoin, it did just that. It saw a swing high right here on the charts. Let me zoom in a little bit, and trickled right back down into Fibonacci resistance. And we got the bounce, similar to what happened last time. Now, the question here is, and this is why I think it's a big day for Bitcoin, when Bitcoin did this last time, and you see back here on the charts, Bitcoin trickles back into the resistance. Let me get my brush here. Trickles back into resistance, and then we explode to the upside. So what is the move for today? And will Bitcoin diverge away from this move that happened in early February and actually test resistance again? Or will this continue, this ridiculous similarity? And the next 12 hours, is Bitcoin going to get that separation we're looking for? If it does, $60,000 can come very quick. And zooming out kind of on this hourly chart, we've got targets to the upside out of these patterns that we've been tracking. We have that inverse head and shoulders that you see on the screen. Neckline, we just broke that neckline a couple days ago right here. And we have a $64,000 target. We also have this ascending triangle kind of confluent with this entire pattern right here. And same thing, $64,000 target. So that $64,000 area is kind of that range we're looking for Bitcoin to step up to. And currently you can see Bitcoin right around, 4% away from this area, which was this swing high, all-time high for Bitcoin not long ago. Some really interesting things happening on the zoomed out daily chart I want to discuss. It's so important to take that zoomed out macro context and pair it up with these micro charts. And here's what we're looking at. Bitcoin on the daily chart, if you just see what has transpired in basically since we've entered the bull market, and officially that is around November, Bitcoin is very overextended from this parabolic line here. And I want to give you a sense of what that looks like on the very macro charts. But one thing that's so crucial and good for Bitcoin, even though it's overextended from that parabolic line, is Bitcoin has really multiple times consolidated here into this blue line, the 50-day moving average. Even most recently, if I just zoom in on this chart, Bitcoin almost touching the 50-day moving average once again before getting this current bounce. Now, if we go to the weekly chart, here's what's so powerful about it. We're getting almost identical consolidation patterns that we had in the last bull market. And let me actually chart this Fibonacci retracement so we can see the comparisons. So the bull market high 2017 to the bear market low 2018, and here we are. So Bitcoin is getting these very similar consolidation patterns that it had last time. There's one, here's one, here's another one. And they happen, and they're happening quicker this time around. And you can just see Bitcoin right here, comparative to right around June, July of 2017. That's kind of the similar move. The one difference is this parabolic line acted as kind of this retracement area for Bitcoin back then. And this time around, look at all of the space here. Bitcoin just at this insane velocity, insane separation from that line, but even so, getting these critical, crucial, important consolidations that Bitcoin does need, because it's illustrated very simply on the momentum oscillator. They look very similar. So although there's that huge separation, and although from a charting perspective, Bitcoin is moving quicker, it's acting a little bit more bullish, it's acting a little bit more in demand, although that's all happening on the charts and you see it there, the momentum of Bitcoin in this cycle is so similar to the momentum of Bitcoin in the last cycle, meaning weekly RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator, kind of just repeating itself. We get that move to the upside, consolidation down, move to the upside, consolidation down. And this happened multiple times throughout the bull market last time to an all-time high. And so we're only a couple consolidations in this bull market. We've just made a kind of this little turn on the RSI. And if we're about to break new all-time highs, this could be starting this week. This is a big week for Bitcoin, confluent with that $1.9 trillion fiat printing stimulus. This could be a big week for Bitcoin just to really bring this weekly oscillator up even more for this next push to all-time highs. And there's just a lot of synergy on these macro charts, especially when you're looking at momentum. And then I want to break this down. I thought this was really interesting to take a look at. This is the 6-hour chart, but it's the 6-hour chart. And let me open this. So I just mentioned we're kind of right here in terms of the last bull market, and that is the June, July consolidation area. Now, if we zoom in on the 6-hour charts, look at this chart. I talk about the similarities. I talk about historical data repeating itself. This is Bitcoin making that weekly move on the weekly charts back in the last bull market, doing it back then. So essentially, you have this all-time high, Bitcoin retracing, coming back into a resistance area and interacting with that area for, let's see, the 21st to the 2nd, and then making a break to the upside. Now, what are we looking for Bitcoin to do now? The same exact thing. So again, here's Bitcoin now, here's Bitcoin in the last bull market at a very similar phase on the macro, but here it is on the micro, making such a similar move. And you can go over here. Here's Bitcoin on the hourly chart. And this was just a month ago. If my computer screen would load. Just like a month ago, making another very similar move. This happens time and time again, everybody. I get comments sometimes, technical analysis doesn't work. This is just a perfect illustration. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to go back in time, visualize different data points to show you these moves happen all the time. And so when they start not happening and you start seeing Bitcoin do something a little different, then you can get cautious, right? Because right now we're looking for Bitcoin to start getting that separation to the upside. And that's what we're watching for today. This is literally the Bitcoin update for today to see if Bitcoin can make this similar move, which finally is breaking away from this resistance channel, because we are right there. So let's see how Bitcoin interacts. Time will tell. Appreciate you cruising by. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.